In almost every area of life, we are taught that before we can receive something, we must qualify for it. We qualify for the job. We qualify for the loan. We qualify for the opportunity. And if we're not careful, we can carry that same way of thinking into our relationship with the Father. We began approaching what He has promised as though something about us must first be enough. Our faith must be strong enough. Our prayers must be consistent enough. Our lives must be good enough. And only then will we be qualified to receive. But grace does not begin with what you have done to qualify yourself. Grace begins with what Jesus has already done to qualify us and settled Himself. The moment you believed was the moment that shifted you from struggling and striving to receiving freely from the Father. It was the day you were given immeasurable grace that you no longer had to earn. It was the day every promise God ever made to those who believed in Jesus was sealed in your life. So today, I want us to take a closer look at what Jesus says in Mark 16 and 17. From the Amplified, it says, "These signs will accompany those who have believed. In my name they will cast out demons. They will speak with new tongues." Now there are two words in this verse that are easy to read past and miss the full weight of what Jesus is saying here, and those two words are "have believed." Again, Jesus is very intentional here. He's pointing us back to something that has already taken place, something that cannot be undone. Before He ever speaks about what would follow those who believe, He first anchors His promise in what has already happened. And Jesus isn't asking them to keep trying to qualify for what He's about to say. He's reminding them that what qualified them had already taken place. Now notice what Jesus does first. Before He ever talks about any of the signs and what the believer would be able to do, He first says to them, this is how you qualified. This is where you qualified. This is when you were qualified. He first settles the believer's qualification. It doesn't begin with the authority of His name. He begins with their identity as the believer, those who have believed. He begins with who has been given His name before He says what they will do in His name. And this matters for us because if qualification isn't settled first, we would spend our lives trying to earn what Jesus had already given us. But because Jesus settled that question and clearly identified those who have believed, then everything else He says in this passage literally flows from that finished reality of the believer from the moment they believed. And yet, even after Jesus settles the question of who qualifies, many believers continue to live as though that question is still open. Still living with questions such as, does this promise really belong to me? Can I really use His name? After the ways I've struggled and failed, do I qualify? Will I receive? Will He show up for me? Will God do it? But every one of those questions asks you to reopen something Jesus has already settled, sealed, and closed. They ask you to search your life for new evidence of qualification. A stronger prayer, a better week, more faith, more confidence. A moment when your faith finally feels strong enough. But then Jesus doesn't point you to the strongest version of yourself, the strongest day of your faith. He points you back to one irreversible reality. You have believed. And the very moment you believed, your qualification to receive was settled. And you do not have to prove again today what Jesus established the very day you accepted Him. So, when doubt asks you to qualify yourself again, do not begin measuring your performance, your confidence, your mistakes, your missed moments, the missed instruction, or even the strength of your faith. Return to His words. Those who have believed. Because that is where Jesus settled the question, and that is where your heart can rest. So today, anchor yourself here. Jesus settled my qualification to receive everything I need from the Father the moment I believed in Him. And I do not have to spend my life trying to earn what He has already given me as a gift.